Hey, thanks everyone for coming out tonight. Hopefully this is going to be somewhat exciting. I just barely finished it during this event, so I haven't practiced at all. So why talk about ASCII, the evolution of ASCII art? Because it's cool. Because ASCII art and ASCII artists are awesome. And we're all sort of an ASCII artist, and we use ASCII art every day. But I want to take you on a bit of a journey. Oops, a bit of feedback. And want to think back when the first messages were transmitted across the Wild Wild West on the Pony Express. They used to have to jump over things, battle each other, battle Native Americans, whatever, just to get a message across. And now today, we do it a bit differently. Of course, the first text message was sent by electronic telegraph. And it was done using an interesting set of codes, and those codes were called Morse code. Now, Morse code, there were 26 letters, and there were 10 digits that you could transmit over this, which basically means if you're a geek like myself, it's a 6-bit system, or basically 64 characters you'd have to use. What is ASCII? ASCII was the evolution of basically Morse code. It's an American Standard Code for Information Interchange. In 1963, it was created. It added a 7-bit system, which means you had now 128 characters. Ooh, that is awesome, isn't it? You could use lowercase letters and uppercase letters. That was pretty sweet, and punctuation. And the first use was in a teleprinter. Pretty cool stuff. People were very excited to use this new technology. They didn't have to use horses anymore. But there's one problem. There's no graphics. How do you represent graphics with text? How do we do that? Well, this is how there was one solution, ASCII art. Everyone uses a smiley face. I always wondered why the smiley face, you usually put the bracket on that side instead of the other side, but anyway, that was the solution, right? Hey, let's take these character sets, this 128 characters, and let's create something. And thus, the beginning of computer graphics, and ASCII art was born. And you have fun little things, and everyone's probably seen this in emails and stuff. And I don't know, today we kind of think it's either geeky or whatever. But ASCII art, we use it to express ourselves, right? We smile, we wink, we flirt, we blow kisses, whatever. We put it on our shower curtain. You know, it's actually a cool thing to have every day. But beyond just those little emotions, the smiley faces, you can create other cool images. Dogs, dinosaurs, you know, pretty much whatever your mind can think of. And it sort of evolved into this art form. So for every season, you can create a little ASCII image for Christmas, Hanukkah, for Halloween, for Valentine's Day. It's just so much fun to do ASCII art. And I know you're all gonna go home and just create your own ASCII art. But you don't have to. You can actually now take a photo and generate ASCII art out of that. And it's even involved where the ASCII text is now in color. So that's pretty cool. So now it's not just black and white, you got ASCII art. And why do we use it? You know, why do we still use ASCII art? Someone even created a whole movie. They took Star Wars and created a whole movie out of ASCII art. And if you go to that website, you can watch Star Wars rendered in ASCII art. Now, I know that's exactly what you're gonna do when you go home. So, and in fact, it's so cool, ASCII art, that people create t-shirts. They print it on things. You're cool if you have an ASCII art t-shirt, right? So being a geek really is cool. Now, I couldn't find an image for this, but I actually saw someone create an asteroids video game in JavaScript, and instead of using graphics, they used ASCII art. I thought, wow, that is awesome. And it's one of those things where to developers, I'm a software developer, you go, hey, that's pretty cool. This is even cooler. Someone was able to ASCIify YouTube videos. So you go to this website and you can actually watch YouTube videos in ASCII, a whole YouTube video in ASCII. How cool is that? And there's another website where you can auto-generate, you can type in a word and auto-generate your own ASCII version of it. So example, whatever, and there's different fonts that you can choose. So if you really want to be a geek and don't have a lot of time, you go to that website. What I've done, I've taken those two things, taken the video and the auto-generation, and I've created a thing where you can askify yourself. And ask, why would you do that? Because being a geek is cool. Thank you very much.